wild little piece. Lord, but I was born to run the night. Dad took me hunting when I was a kid. Wouldn't believe what the hell I did. He said, boy, hold this. Told my cousin, you better run. Last time he...
Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Coming up, divisional round Saturday, we've got an AFC battle on tap, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. Ain't nobody that I really recognize. I ain't surprised to rock the killer vibe. Probably the reason you got trying to feel alive, but I'm incentivized by in the thighs. Ripping on it like I'm picking a prize. Hit the crib with a collide, but really ain't tripping. We can get it right. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
This size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Buffalo 18. Panther 60. Panther 60.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. I think defensively, you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A tough spot.
Come on. 79 Grunt, 19 Tiger, 19.
Operating from the gun, Fernandez. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there. 62 yards. And the Chiefs are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little game.
Next, the receivers don't spread the defense out. They're able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Ready, ready.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's caught. It's Dante Thornton. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 34.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Jeanty. They find some open field here. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Ashton Jeanty, 34 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now it's 2nd and 10. And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's 2nd and 10.
Now that 60's average. Cowboy 80. No street. Mustang 19. Ready.
Operating from the gun, Fernandez. He finds his man, complete. That's Black. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Here's 3rd and 7.
Trap 60, trap 60. Trap 6, 19 tight, 19 tight.
Looking to throw. Fernandez. And he is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Hey, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And from the 41, this is 2nd and a yard.
Let's go now.
They run again with Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
I really just can't get the cold up.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Fernandez. He finds his man. Complete. That's Black. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 15 yards down to the 15 and a first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff inside. It's Jackson. And effective running here. They'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here we go, here we go.
They run with Jackson out of the gun. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Come on.
Jackson will take this one in. It's a Chiefs touchdown. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Ready. Victoria 70. Broncos. Ready.
And drop to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
On first down, it's Genty. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result. Because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move to influence the defensive front to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him. Sat there waiting for him and made the play.
They'll try and set up the screen to Genty. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Hurt, rig alert. 70 Ranger. Mustang 19.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Past the 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
A gain of 41 yards on the play. And a Raider first down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Ready.
Genty. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
That's to Bowers once again. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. Second quarter from Vegas, the homestanding Raiders with a football here. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. Here's a quick throw call out wide. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal.
Cowboy 8, 60 Maverick, Dragon 60. 18 Rattler.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Bowers. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Brock Bowers, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Point after. Down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Let's go now.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So that flag will set him back 5 yards. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
79 Broncos. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Street. Ready.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That ball caught by his rookie wideout. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up the 2nd and 10. At the 35-yard line.
Looking to throw. Fernandez. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Garrett Stingley picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Extra point attempt to follow here.
For the extra point.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Raiders 21, Chiefs 14.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
First play of the drive, lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
19, Charger, 19.
Back to throw. Fernandez. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, Not easily done in today's NFL.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Mustang 19.
Looking to throw. Fernandez will try and do this himself. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
Come on. X19. Cougar 19.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
And now they'll shift things around. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And got out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. On the give, here comes Jackson. And nowhere to run at the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Operating from the gun, Fernandez. To the sideline and incomplete.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick six. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
The Chiefs on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is third and goal.
Check smash. 18 Rattler. Trap 60. Go.
Back to throw. Fernandez. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Chiefs are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kicks away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But
down the numbers. There he goes. Inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Ashton Jeanty with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights. And they will take a 7-point lead. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
19 Tiger. Hey, crash. Dragon 60. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Ready.
Throwing to start the drive. Fernandez. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And they fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Okay, ready?
2nd and 10.
19 Light. Come on. Hey. Cougar, 7 Pirates, 70 Rays, Warriors, 70.
Looking to throw. Fernandez. That is caught downfield. It's Worthy. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. He had 6 catches in the wild card win, and that's his first one here in the divisional round, and it's a first down.
3 yards. First down, Chiefs.
Got it. Ready? 60 Maverick. Let's go now. 70 Lions. Cup 19.
Back to throw. Fernandez. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here, they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Up to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
Ready, break.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Ready.
Again, it's Jackson as they'll stay on the ground. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
A gain of 3 on the play. First down, Kansas City.
Roll, 68.
Now a give, it's Jackson. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Now 2nd and 3.
Ready? 60 Bison.
They'll run with Jackson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 51 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Jeanette. 19, Tiger, 19. Hey, smash. Ready.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's caught right side by Worthy. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
It's a gain.
A big play there for KC. And even 40 yards.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Chiefs 28. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Dropping a minute, but can't steer it no more. Riding a wave, but now you're chilling on shore. What's it used to being rich when you're inside?
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
The give out of the gun to Genty. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They've come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
18, Pioneer. Dragon 60. 7 Pirates. 19 tight.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Cole now on the punt, and he sends this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
Ready.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. 1 second, all that remains.
65 catch. Trap 50, trap 60. Check. Ready.
The final shot before break. Fernandez. This is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the running a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working, but they run it more effectively. They may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Press all 80. 60 Maverick. Warriors 70. Ready.
He'll look to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Gets it quickly out wide to Thornton. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
11 more yards. That's another Las Vegas first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
79 Broncos.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's complete. Jinty out of the backfield. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Chiefs' 37-yard line.
Now they'll audible to something else.
Hawk 70.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Panther 60.
I got it.
19 Tiger. Ready.
Fights through and now a crease. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 121 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
Get it. Liking 18.
Back.
Go.
On the handoff, McClellan. And he stopped immediately there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11.
Ready. Crack all 80. Hurt.
Now a handoff to Genty. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slows momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down.
Hawk 70, cut 19.
They'll set up to throw. They'll get the tight end Bowers involved there. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Here we go. Cougar 19. 76. Please. Ready.
Brooks. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Come on. 19 Tigers, 18, 70 Rangers, 79 Broncos.
Now back to throw. Well, this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Dante Thornton, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after here coming up. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score. Raiders 42. Chiefs 28.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They make their 2nd half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side, so now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realize what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup.
Check smash. Go.
Looking to throw. Fernandez. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. A big play there for KC. 41 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
19 Lions. Buffalo 18. 19 tight. 19 tight. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 18 Rattlers. 18 Rattlers.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Now Jackson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, but that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, go for a touchdown. But the runs that really make it work are the ones where you just get what you need, right? He barely got the first down, but he got it.
Ready? 19-18. Jack Panther.
They run on first down to Jackson. And they corral him just a couple of yards shy of the end zone. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Kansas City.
Shot alert.
They'll try the ground game with Jackson. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Ready up.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
19-18. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Lions.
And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early.
Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal.
Come on, Rig! 70 Lions!
Back to throw. Fernandez. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Cup 19, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Go.
Back to throw now on first down. They'll get this out to Genty. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Warrior 70. Ready.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That one complete to Trey Tucker. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 25-yard line.
Las Vegas first down.
70 Rangers.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll be a gain of 5. And it'll be second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
The run straight ahead with Genty. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 132 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And we're in the era of wide open football, a lot of sprint formations, more space. There's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. Right back to Genty on first down. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
70.
They give it off here to the tight end. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down.
Cougar 19.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. It's their quarterback scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Raiders are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this fourth-quarter lead. Now comes comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Raiders 49, Chiefs 35.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Throwing to start the drive. Fernandez. He finds his man, complete. That's Black. From the 43, here's second and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at the 43-yard line.
19 tight, 19 tight. Check. 18, Pioneer. 79 Broncos. Go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Worthy. That'll put him north of 100 yards receiving now in this divisional round game. It's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection.
Cup 19. Panther 11. 7 Pirates.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
25 yards. And the first down, Chiefs.
Time becoming a factor, down 2 scores, though they have 2 timeouts and, of course, the 2-minute warning to work with as well.
60 Eagles. 70 Rangers. 60 Mavericks. 6 Warriors. Buffalo 18. Trap 60.
They'll look to throw again. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that is caught for a touchdown, Kansas City. Xavier Worthy laying himself out in the end zone. And the Chiefs are back within a score. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box, touchdown.
The kick
An extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13.
Crack all 80. Crack the 60. Crack push. Alert push. Mustang 19. 65 check. 65 check.
Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay. That flag, that'll push him back 5.
Cougar 19.
It looks like they'll move things around here.
Ready, right?
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Viking 18. Rattler, 18, go street. Go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line.
What a call there on 3rd down. Took conviction, didn't it? If this is incomplete, the complexion of this game changes dramatically. Instead, not only is this a 1st down, but it's a big play to boot.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Genty. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Crack. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 6.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Let's go.
On 3rd down, here's Genty. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Oh, now whistles. And unless he was drawn off, and I don't think he was, this is going to be a 1st down. A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Once again, it's Genty. And he's going to take this one down about the 23-yard line. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough way for it to end.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. Celebration time tonight on the Strip as we say so long from Las Vegas.